Hare Krishna. One of the most important aspects in spiritual life is our intention. Lord Sri Jagannath himself expresses his intentions through his actions. For example, all across the globe, it's a well-known fact that the Utsavar and Mulavar, out of these two deities, only the Utsavar deity goes out. You go to South India, in all the Devi Desams, there's a small Utsavar deity only goes on procession. Mulavar is not supposed to be shaken even 1 millimeter also from the altar. But there is only one deity in the entire world where the Mulavar deity, the main deity himself comes out of the altar. Who is that? Jagannath. In this way, Lord has shown that is the reason why this is such a big festival. Because the Mulavar is not supposed to come out, but he is coming out, and he has expressed his intention in the scriptures that this is the way I want to make myself approachable to all the jivas. Not only that, he is king of Dwaraka, wearing a big mukut, and is offered a grand welcome with a big band vadya, isn't it? Like yesterday we saw how the Pahandi Vijay, and the Lord is coming, all the soldiers of Dwaraka, they all beat the kettle drums and make different type of sounds and welcome the king. So such a royal welcome he gets, but Godhead gives up his godhood controlled by the love of his devotee. Therefore he gives up that kind of royal procession and then sits on the chariot to be pulled by his devotees to Vrindavan, where he is not going to be given a treatment like God. He is going to be given treatment as a son of Nanda, Yashoda, lover of gopis, friend of the gopas, where he does not play God, but that role is more relishable for him. So this is another aspect of the Supreme Lord expressing his intention in making himself easily available, relatable, approachable to him. So in the same manner, you can see that apart from the devotees with whom he is making himself so easily available, even for those who are not devotees or potential devotees, and the Lord is ready to be paraded on the street to watch all the people with his two large eyes, peep into the shops, peep into the homes of people, asking them, "What are you doing, you foolish jiva sleeping in this world? Get up, come back to my abode and experience true bliss." So in this way, Lord Jagannath is expressing his intention through his actions, because our intentions are expressed through the actions also. Similarly, our Srila Prabhupada, when he was a small boy, Abhay, at that time, when he was a small school-going boy, he expressed his intention to conduct a Yatra festival. So his father took him to the market, but it was costly to buy a chariot. So with empty hands, they were returning home. There was an old woman who came to know that the child wants to celebrate a Rath cart festival. So she gave one old broken chariot, and then his father took it and repaired it and gave him. And then the 9-day festival was celebrated in a very grand manner. So much so that not only children participated, even the elders came and participated. Many government days friends were taken by surprise. You never invited us for such a big festival. It became bigger because the intention was purer. The festival became bigger. And then many of the Matajis made bhoga offerings for the Jagannath. Even though it was begun by children, the elders also got sucked into it because of the spirit of Abhay. And the same Prabhupada, in the college days, he got 3 days holidays. He was thinking, should I go to Gandhi's meeting, political meeting, or should I go to Jagannath Puri? There was a tug of war going on in his mind. Then he thought, Gandhi carries Bhagavad Gita, he does kirtan at the beginning and end of the meeting. Nevertheless, most discussions are about politics, about freedom struggle and all those things. So that was not that appealing to Prabhupada, because his heart was for Krishna. So he thought, on the other hand, if I go to Jagannath Puri, I can walk in the same street where Jagannath is paraded. Plus, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has walked in those streets. So he got charmed by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's kirtan and dance and sankirtan movement. So he decided, made up, his intention became inclined towards going to Puri. And then he went to Jagannath Puri, and walking in the street, he was remembering Lord Chaitanya very deeply. He was very much eager to see that someday this Ratha Yatra parade will be received by people wonderfully all over the world. So later on, when he went to preach in the West, one of his disciples, Malati Mataji, she went to an Indian store, and you can see how the small Jagannath deity sitting in the Indian store caught her attention. How it can catch attention? There are hundreds and thousands of toys in a shop. She didn't just pick up any car or a Barbie doll or something. She was attracted to that particular thing because Prabhupada's intense desire to serve Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, it induced that type of signal in the heart of Malati Mataji to pick up that small doll and go and show it to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, seeing that, offered big obeisances, and Prabhupada said, where are the other two? Subhadra and Baladev. So she went and brought. And Prabhupada actually was thinking that in my school days I conducted a Ratha Yatra in a small way. Now the Lord is coming and inducing me and inspiring me that I should do it on a large scale, even in the Western world. So Lord and devotee are constantly, expressing intention to love and serve each other. So he called Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Malati Mataji's husband, to carve a big deity of Jagannath, 2 feet high. So when we were in Hyderabad, Jita Mitra Prabhu from Delhi was sharing one of his very profound realizations. He said Malati Mataji brought the small Jagannath doll from the shop, and her husband Shyam Sundar Prabhu carved the big deity. So they became parents of Jagannath, he was telling. Mother and father. One brought the small one, another one. So together this couple brought Jagannath Baladev Subhadra to Prabhupada to assist him in Jagannath Ratha Yatra in San Francisco, and then it spreaded everywhere else. So Prabhupada's intense spiritual desire to see Jagannath glorified in the Western world was fulfilled, not in 1 or 2 places, now thousands of places all across the globe. So this kind of pure spiritual intention turns into actions eventually. Those intentions are actually the seed of the prayerful mood when we chant the holy name. So somebody may ask, how does those intentions arise in the first place? But many times we feel mind is dull like a stone. How it can arise? So the Shastras say, Sushusho Shaddadanasya Vasudeva Katharuchi Syan Mahatsevaya Vipra Punya Deepta Nishemanat. If one is assisting pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada in the spiritual mission, in one's own small way, when one makes little cheshtas with kaya, vacha, manasa, those gradually get accrued and purify our heart, and then pure intentions arise in the heart of a devotee. And then those pure intentions, which are minuscule in the beginning, will gradually grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and then completely purifying the subtle body of the devotee. And then the chanting of the holy name will be pronounced very prayerfully. And such a prayerful name only has the potency to cleanse the heart more and more. And eventually, in future, then the same prayerful name turns into love of God. The holy name is called out with pure love. And then the chanting of the holy name magnetically attracts Krishna to the devotee when the pure name is called. Harinam Prabhu ki. Let's offer our humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like the sacred trees, ocean of mercy, full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद के, वैष्णव ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की, नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की,